Ladies and gentlemen, we're here.
I'm part of the Kliq, isn't everybody?
Yes! 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 I got an idea, yeah. Beat up John Cena!
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Too sweet! This is where the power lies.
I am the man.
We need if we can survive. It's showtime, folks.
The following episode is scheduled for one fall, and it is for your listening pleasure. This is In The Kliq.
What's up, everybody? Baby Huey here, back at it for a very special episode of In The Kliq. And you all know how much I love WWE, and on the line are two people I'm extremely excited to be talking to, the stars of the hit reality show Miz and Mrs., which you can watch new episodes every Monday night at 11 p.m. right after WWE Monday Night Raw on the USA Network. It's WWE superstars Mike the Miz Mazanin and his wife Maryse Return. How's it going this morning?
It's going absolutely awesome.
I love it. Hey, congrats you two with the season premiere of Miz and Mrs. this past Monday night. Love the show. I just enjoy seeing behind the curtain you guys, juggling your personal time with your careers and life in WWE and other projects. So Miz, what can fans expect this season on the show?
The first thing that we did on this show was we tried to get the moms out of our house. I don't know anyone that, if you've ever lived with your mother or your mother-in-law, it's a whole different world. Yeah. And you want them out because you want your own house to yourself. And so, how do you do it nicely? You're trying to kick your parents out. And the way we did it was, look, we got you a place and we furnished it. This should be as positive, right? But Maryse's mom, Marjo, did not find it that way. You're kicking me out of the house? No, yes, we're kicking you out, but we're giving you your own place and we're furnishing it. It should be a happy moment. And so it's kind of the funny drama that happens in our show. It's heartfelt, it's family. Mm-hmm. We're parents, just trying to make it day by day with all the things that happens to every parent, I think, out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I rewatched the first episode last night, and I love seeing that whole family dynamic between you guys and your respected parents. So it's a lot of entertaining stuff. And also, Miz, at the end of the season premiere, we get to see you make that decision about joining the cast of Dancing with the Stars. And, me as a lifelong WWE fan, I remember when they were talking about it on Raw and whatnot last year, one of the highlights was when you dressed up like the Genie from Aladdin. So on Miz and Mrs., will we get to see that whole process of how they painted your body on the show?
I don't think we get to see the entire process because it was a 6-hour process. It's quite a long time, and it's only a 30-minute show. But you do see the insights of what it takes to do really well on Dancing with the Stars. Like for Dancing with the Stars on the show, you see the dances, the glitz and the glam and the judging, but you don't see the real insights of what it takes. And that's what Miz and Mrs. will give you. You'll get to see inside footage of stuff you've never seen before.
Gotcha. Well, Maryse, back in January, the WWE Universe got to see you make your big return, in-ring action when you teamed up with your husband to take on Edge and his wife, Beth Phoenix, at the Royal Rumble. So will we see your return, like the process of how you came back to WWE? Would that be played out on the show as well?
Yeah, you get to see how we prepared for it, and then how different it is when you have kids and, you can't, it's in the back of your head not getting injured and being able to come back home in one piece. So the whole process about that, and then you get to see the behind the scenes, which we don't really show usually. So it's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. So whose idea was it, Maryse, for you to come back and have this match? I'm sure it's probably an awesome moment, no pun intended, of you guys finally getting to work together in the ring.
I love working with Mike. But when I came back, I was coming back as a character.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first day I was back in WWE as a character, I could barely come. I came in with my bags, could barely make it to my locker room, and basically was pulled aside and asked if I want to be part of the story with Beth and Edge. And even though I said, look, listen, I'm coming back as a character, I'm not training full time, I don't want to be back in the ring,
okay.
I got 2 kids, I got responsibilities, I said I wasn't going to do it. And the second they asked me, I got excited. They know. They just planted the seed, and I was like, okay, I'll think about it. And the next day I said, yes, I was going to do it.
Gotcha.
So that was the story. And then you get to see it on Miz and Mrs. You see everything, how it happened.
Okay.
And it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also, Maryse, listen, I having a reality show must be just really fun, just to document, these really important parts of your life, seeing your daughters grow up. It must be really cool to have it all documented for you forever, for years to come. So I just want to know what's been some of your favorite moments from past seasons of the TV show?
Wow, every episode stands on its own. There's a lot of heart this season, but also the past season, my birth of my kids. You see me being pregnant twice. So I've been pregnant for 40 episodes out of 50. Really?
Yeah.
I think the birth of my children, seeing the footage, it's crazy because it's on tape. So you see that. You see everything. Me at the hospital. These are big moments, really. There's every episode has big ones, but I think the kids is the one that gets me the most.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's going to be cool just years to come for them to go back and watch that and just see them grow up on TV. That must be just really cool as well. But
right?
yeah, and Miz, I do have to ask a couple quick WWE-related questions. So this week on Raw, it was announced John Cena will be coming back to appear on Raw in a couple weeks to celebrate his 20th anniversary with WWE. And you two have a lot of history together. So just looking back on it now, what does it mean for you to have those legendary moments with him?
Well, it was a teaching moment for me. It showed me what it takes to be a main event caliber superstar. And I'm very thankful for those moments because it allowed me to have the confidence I have today in my abilities.
Absolutely. Has he even given you any personal advice or, looking back on, WrestleMania 27, but did he give you any personal advice on just career advice for how you progress over in WWE?
Of course. Cena's a wealth of knowledge, and he's more than willing to hand it out if you're willing to listen. And he would always, teach me different things in the ring that I need to do, how to listen, how to hear, what to do, when to do it. I could go on and on and on, but Cena has taught me a lot in the WWE.
And
entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, hey, Cody Rhodes back with WWE for the last couple months now. Big return at WrestleMania. I know you guys had one match on Raw recently. Your thoughts on Cody Rhodes making the big return to WWE?
That was huge, for WWE as well as him, since he come back. And it's huge for the fans as well. I think the fans all love it. Watching him at Hell in a Cell on the Peacock Network last week with a torn pec, it was awe-inspiring. And he really showed who he is as a superstar and as a person and what it takes. He knows what it takes to be in that main event. And hopefully, his surgery goes really well, and he's back in no time, being at the forefront of this company.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I'm just curious, though. I know him and his wife, Brandy, had their own reality show, but now that they're with WWE, will we see any crossover, potentially, you guys with the Rhodes family?
Oh, I have no idea on that. We haven't even thought of it.
Okay. Hey, Mike, real quick, I know we're running out of time, but one last question. I know I've talked to you many times over the years. This is just kind of a fun, just goofy question. Hey, I love your time on The Real World years ago. I remember one episode you went to a Taproot concert. I'm just curious, do you still listen to Taproot, or is there any other rock bands you like to listen to?
Yeah, it was a Taproot and Linkin Park concert. And, from time to time, I'll play on some old CDs. Not old CDs, but now it's Amazon or Spotify, whatever you use, Apple. So yeah, I mean, I'll turn them on from time to time here and there.
Sweet. Okay, awesome. That's something I've been always wanting to ask you. I remember I loved that episode, seeing you in the mosh pit and whatnot. That was cool. But listen, I know you guys have a busy schedule. Miz and Mrs. on USA Network, Monday nights, 11 p.m. on the USA Network. Guys, you know, I could talk to you guys all day, but thank you so much for the time and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Awesome. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. There you have it. Thank you again to The Miz and his wife Maryse for being on the show. Remember to watch new episodes of the reality show Miz and Mrs. every Monday night at 11 p.m. right after WWE Monday Night Raw on the USA Network. You can follow The Miz on Facebook at The Miz WWE and on Twitter and Instagram at Mike The Miz. You can follow Maryse on Facebook at WWE Maryse Mizanin and on Twitter and Instagram at Maryse Mizanin. Make sure to follow WWE on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as well. All right, Kliqsters, let's go home now. Remember to subscribe to In The Kliq on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're also on a ton of other major podcast platforms. Help the show out by rating, reviewing, leave a comment, and share the podcast. Subscribe to In The Kliq's YouTube page, watch the videos, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Please follow In The Kliq on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search for @InTheKliq. Email us at inthekliq@gmail.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in and for all the support. And that's the bottom line, because Huey said so.